Hey guys, so I'm a lover of music, and I also love some good reality television, especially Housewives. So when you combine my two loves together, you get a subgenre of music, Housewives music. Getting right to the point, it is something special. So in this video, I want to talk about every single Housewives song. If you have not seen all of Housewives or any at all, I'll give some background and clarity if it needs being said. So I'm going to be categorizing the music based off each franchise. So let's start with the Real Housewives of Atlanta. And quite a few of them have released Housewives music. But let's start with someone that's never tardy for the party, Kim Zolciak.
Sweetie, get me my cigarettes right now, sweetie, hurry, run!
So Kim Zolciak was an OG on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and she had dreams and aspirations of being a superstar. Everybody around her said that she had the voice of Shania Twain and Mariah Carey, and she got into the studio to work. The demos that she played for Nene and Sheree were interesting.
Beautiful voice. Beautiful. I never knew. Who would have thunk it? All that beauty and talent inside.
But this all changed when Kandi Burruss joined the cast of Real Housewives of Atlanta. If you do not know, Kandi Burruss is a very, very, very successful songwriter. She wrote No Scrubs for TLC, and she'll let you know about that. She has written a bunch of other songs, and she also has her own discography. So on the show, Kandi helped Kim write a song called Tardy for the Party. Hold on, let me get something.
The Bluetooth device is ready to pair.
I know that's right. Wait, I've got a microphone right here. I don't know if this microphone is necessary, but I thought, you know what, let me do some karaoke throughout this video. It has its own echo feature, look. Don't be tardy for the party. Don't be tardy for the party. Don't. Tardy for the Party is a really good song. I actually really like that song. It's super, super catchy. It took a while for Kim to record it, but the song came out. It was a hit. It was a smash. I think global smash #1 everywhere. Diamond certification. And Kim and Kandi even performed it on the reunion of their season. Which led to Sheree saying the most iconic line.
Sheree, what'd you think?
Definitely, I thought it was fun. I liked the beat. So.
That song's such a smash that when Kim Zolciak got her own spin-off show, of course they had to call the show Don't Be Tardy, with the theme song being Don't Be Tardy for the Party. It's probably one of the best Housewives songs that are out there. Then in the next season, Kim Zolciak came out with The Ring Didn't Mean a Thing. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. It was probably an even more successful follow-up. I think it went like 20 million copies sold successful. It was a big global smash. Everybody knows that song, I'm pretty sure. And then literally Beyonce was so inspired by The Ring Didn't Mean a Thing that she literally made a response song which ended up being Single Ladies. That's how big the song was. And if you have not seen it, there was a season where Kandi was going on like a bus tour. And Kim Zolciak was her opening act singing Don't Be Tardy and The Ring Didn't Mean a Thing. And she hit the note every damn time. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
That was better.
No.
She also has a song, Google Me, which I don't even think was really featured on this show. I don't remember her promoting Google Me. But she was in her Fergie era. She was spelling out the words Googleme. She knew how to release a bop. Good for her.
Have a good night. We wish you all the best on the song. We're all gonna buy it. Thank you.
In connection with Kim Zolciak, which sounds wrong, but Kandi Burruss also released music. I think the first song that she released while on the show was Fly Above. That was featured on the album Kandi Coded. Kandi Burruss is kind of like one of the only housewives that actually takes her music seriously, and she actually has a reputation of being a good songwriter and a good artist. So like I feel like the other housewives that I'm talking about, they know that they're not that serious when it comes to music. Kandi is an exception to that, and all of the music that she released I think was legitimately good. Which leads me to legs and hips and body. So, this was a TikTok meme. She released a TikTok of herself looking fine, coming out of a trailer with her legs, hips, and bodies on full display, and she thought to herself, what song should I add to this? And she said, why don't I add my own song that was a part of a musical that I wrote years ago, and the song is Legs, Hips, and Body.
Legs and hips and body.
This song spread like wildfire and everyone was like, why does this sound like a caveman tribal song from 2,000 years ago? It's giving ready for the volcano sacrifice. Moving on to another housewife from Atlanta, Kenya Moore. She released the song Gone with the Wind Fabulous, which was a genius branding idea. For background, for some people that do not know, on her first season, she got into a fight with her castmate, Porsha Williams, on a trip. Kenya dropped the iconic line,
"Gone with the Wind Fabulous." Okay? Thank you. Well, all right now.
That became a meme in itself at the time, and she thought, I'm gonna profit off of this. I'm gonna make a song about being gone with the wind fabulous, which she did.
I'm gone with the wind fabulous.
And she recreated the fight using Shangela from Drag Race fame, playing Porsha.
Read a book. I can't read.
In the music video, Kenya started twirling so powerfully that the wind blew Porsha into the pool. And that action scene was longer than any Bollywood soap opera scene that I've ever witnessed. What I like about this song is that it doesn't take itself seriously. It's pretty much a joke. What I also like is that she makes fun of herself in the video. She even recreates the Single Ladies video, which obviously Single Ladies was inspired by The Ring Didn't Mean a Thing. It's all connected. On the show, Kenya basically said, people say that I look like Beyonce, and obviously I can't remember who, I'm sure it's Porsha Bell, was like, Beyonce? Look, I kind of see it. Like, I could totally see someone on the street being like, you look like Beyonce. But obviously in the music video, she's poking fun at that, and I really respect that. Another person that released a song that is definitely a song with a melody and lyrics is Sheree Whitfield, who released Who Gon Check Me Boo, which is, once again, genius branding. Basically, in the second season premiere of the Real Housewives of Atlanta, Sheree wants to plan a party. So she goes to her party planner.
How's everything going?
And you tell me.
And they don't see eye to eye.
You need to watch yourself before you get checked.
And within the fight between the two, this leads to Sheree saying,
Who gonna check me, boo?
and that set her party planner off. And it probably led to like the first iconic line from Real Housewives of any franchise at the time. And this led to Sheree creating a song. It's a mess. It's a hot mess. I'm sure the song came out September, spring, summer.
That is spring, summer, more September.
She collected that coin and she moved on with her life. She's now doing She by Sheree, and
Whatever happened to customer service?
also, Porsha Williams released a song called Flatline. I don't remember her promoting this on the show. Apologies if she did. It's basically like a song that's taking itself very seriously. It's a kind of like a ballad. It's giving Rihanna California King Bed. It was like an actual song, but it's there for you guys to listen to. Moving to the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Not many of them released music besides Erika Jayne. She was a musician before even entering Housewives. She had her own fantasy of being a pop star, and she was releasing a song with Flo Rida. Right before she came on the show, maybe like a year before she came on the show, she had this song called Painkiller, which was for some reason promoted a lot on the show. Every time the Housewives were talking about Erika being introduced onto the show, they kept on being like, she has music out, and then they like pull up their phone and then watch it. And then it got to the point where there was this Housewives cinematic universe crossover where Carl Richards and Bethany Frankel from The Real Housewives of New York were like friends, and they went to Bethany's house in the Hamptons. They started talking about Erika Jayne's music video of Painkiller, and Bethany had some words.
I don't love the production value of it. Like, I think it goes too slow in the beginning, and it looks it looks cheap.
And she also released other songs with her stint on Housewives, including Expensive, How Many. Her music has never been my cup of tea. Before the whole scandal with her husband, I think people loved Erika Jayne and they thought she was like this breath of fresh air.
Accused in a new lawsuit of embezzling money meant for the victims of a plane crash to fund their opulent lifestyle.
Being broke sucks and being rich is a lot better.
It's expensive to be rich.
The thing is that she is one of the only housewives to actually contribute budget to her music videos, but it doesn't really seem like there's much budget put towards the music. I don't know. Tell me what you guys think of her music. The only other housewife on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills that I can think of that released a song was Brandi Glanville, who released a song, The Life of a Housewife, and that song is... That song is got lyrics and a melody. Okay. let's move on to the Real Housewives of Orange County. There's only one person here to talk about, and that is Gretchen Rossi. She was trying to go down the ballad route. So Gretchen released a song called Unbreakable, which was a tribute to her boyfriend at the time's son, who was diagnosed with cancer. And it was very touching.
You'll never break me.
She also released a song, The Time Is Now, which was another tribute to her boyfriend at the time, who she basically wanted to propose to on the show. And everyone said that it was just for the cameras, but then they ended up getting married and having a child after the fact, so it obviously was a legit love. But the song is another ballad.
Baby, I've been searching.
And I think the funniest thing that came out of that song is that the song started playing and her now husband was listening to the song and he was like, "Is that Gretchen?" He was not clear who he was listening to. But that is the thing about Real Housewives music. They love a good pitch correction. Speaking of pitch correction, let's move on to the Real Housewives of Potomac cast member Ashley Darby. She released a bop. Yeah, it's a bop called Coffee and Love.
All the things I want to tell you.
I don't know if people will get this reference, but the song is kind of giving Natalie LaRose. So the song Coffee and Love, I'm not exactly sure what the coffee is in the song. My favorite lyric from that song has to be
Judgment, Judy, and Bitter Betty's.
Judgment, Judy, and Bitter Betty's. that is some penmanship. That is Nicki Minaj level penmanship. And she even performed it on Housewives at a gay pride festival. So thanks, girl. We appreciate you. We streamed that song at least once.
We're all gonna buy it. Thank you.
Moving on to Ashley Darby's co-worker, Candiace Dillard, who is an exception, just like Kandi Burruss is to Housewives music. She actually takes her music very seriously, and you can tell when you listen to it. She released a song called I See You, which was like a ballad dedicated to her husband. Not much to say about that song. I would say her debut single was Drive Back, which was like an actual like R&B pop song that was actually good. It was basically her storyline for a bit on The Real Housewives of Potomac, her filming the music video of that song. The thing about The Real Housewives of Potomac cast members is that they lock in for work. They will be shady, they will be disrespectful, but it's all because they know that they're getting paid and they understand that. When they all showed up to the music video shoot for Drive Back, they had a lot of shady things to say.
Messy Mia has come out. She over there asking if Chris is on payroll.
Is he?
That's none of my business. I would not.
Mia's over there asking your mama if Chris is getting paid.
Your husband came and got you off the curb with the bubble lips and the big feet. Good night.
And then Candiace's mother of all people had a lot of words to say during that shoot when she should have been supporting her daughter.
I didn't expect him to quit his job after she got married. I'll be your household.
Besides the point. And then also, and a storyline of this current season of The Real Housewives of Potomac is that she is filming a music video for another song, Insecure, that has a feature from Trina, who is a very successful rapper. So good for her. And once again, Insecure is like a legit song. So good for Candiace. She's got a great voice. Her music is good. You should go actually, like, if you're going to support one Housewives music, like, go support Candiace's, because out of all of the Housewives, she seems to like really want to do music. So go support her. Quickly touching upon The Real Housewives of Miami, Adriana De Moura released a song called Feel the Rush. It is a bop, and I'm pretty sure it was such a bop that Bravo was literally like, we will make this the theme song of The Real Housewives of Miami. Go stream Feel the Rush, honestly, like that is a top tier song. Also talking about Melissa Gorga from The Real Housewives of New Jersey, she actually is like Erika Jayne level of wanting to actually be like a pop star, and she would just release song after song after song, which was, it was basically the same thing every song. It was kind of like, let's live it up and party. I'll tell you what, she was kind of giving Jennifer Lopez a run for her money. She was not playing around with her music. She actually has a good voice. There's that iconic scene in The Real Housewives of New Jersey where she wanted to obviously make her music career a storyline. And the way that they introduced it was so just like corny. Her husband was at home and he overhears a beautiful sound coming from the closet. And it's Melissa singing Amazing Grace.
Amazing Grace.
Because that is kind of like the only song that you can sing on TV without getting like copyright stricken, because the song is so old. But she gets the lyrics wrong.
That saved a wench like me.
And that is definitely not the lyric. There's no wenches involved in Amazing Grace. She released a song called Rockstar, which is basically like an Erika Jayne song. Another song called I Just Wanna, which is a very, it's a club banger, and there was definitely budget behind it. So good for her for that. And another two songs that she promoted on Housewives were Never Let Me Go and On Display, which were basically like Jennifer Lopez reject songs. Besides, the purpose of making a bop, it's kind of like not giving like I want to be respected for my artistry and I want to like be nominated for a Grammy one day. It wasn't like that. It's this weird in between of giving respect to her music, but then also being like, does she want respect for her music? She give respect to her. I wanted to save best for last. I want to talk about the Real Housewives of New York City cast member Luann de Lesseps. Sorry, Countess Luann de Lesseps.
The name is Mrs. de Lesseps. Countess. Who?
She is an international, global pop star sensation. She is probably the most famous cabaret singer in the whole entire world. Not even joking. She talks, sings, and it works for her. She knows her strengths, and I think that's a good thing. So Luann's debut song was Money Can't Buy You Class. And I think that song is probably the most famous Real Housewives song of all time to this date. Everybody that kind of knows about the Real Housewives of New York would be able to sing you the chorus of Money Can't Buy You Class. That's how big the song was. So that song was big for Luann, and she followed it up with another smash. Another talk sing song in season 4 of The Real Housewives of New York, where she was filming the music video to Chic C'est La Vie, and the big tension there was that her cast member Jill Zarin was trying to like take over the shoot and be like, why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? Like, she was the director, she was the star of that music video. She was a Viva La Diva in that music video. It's a good follow-up. She kind of aged. She released a Moroccan mix on Watch What Happens Live.
Chic C'est La Vie, c'est bon.
Yeah, that happened. Another song that she released is Girl Code, which was literally future nostalgia before future nostalgia. She released it with her daughter Victoria, and basically the chorus, genius branding, was Don't Be So Uncool. Don't be so uncool. Which was a line that she said in The Real Housewives of New York season, I think 8, where basically she brings a random man to the house and got the amazing line from Carol in Confessional saying,
I was awoken in the middle of the night by 2 male voices. One was Luann.
Her cast member Heather had a problem with her bringing a strange man into the house and basically was like, you can't do that. And Luann was like, don't be so uncool.
So be cool. Don't be all, like, uncool.
Your man was married.
Yeah, happens.
Luann also released a song Feeling Giovanni, which was basically another bop. She would come out with like one song every maybe 2 years, but it would be a bop. And there's background behind this song. Feeling Giovanni was basically a diss track to her cast member, Dorinda Medley. For those that do not know, basically Dorinda gave Luann accessibility to this designer, Giovanni, who makes these gowns that Luann loved. Dorinda just got mad that she didn't feel like she was getting credit for being kind of the middleman between Luann and the designer Giovanni, and she had a big issue with it.
I hear Dorinda yelling out, oh yeah, that's another Giovanni number. Yeah, you gave me a showroom to go to and the dresses fit me like a glove.
And basically Luann was like, girl, I'm gonna write a song about it. She's in a Taylor Swift era. Feeling Giovanni's a bop. And the other thing I love about the music video for Feeling Giovanni is that there is a Housewives Cinematic Universe crossover with Cynthia Bailey and Lisa Rinna, Eminem, being in the music video.
Feeling Giovanni!
I didn't know that they were friends. I didn't know they were tight like that, but that was a slay. I don't know how much Luann had to pay Lisa Rinna and Eminem to be in the music video, but it paid off. Luann also released a song, Viva La Diva, which is actually legitimately my favorite Luann song. It's giving jazz, it's giving cabaret, it's giving Bright Lights, Big City. My favorite unintentional funny moment from that music video is that she tells us to shut up.
It's cruelty-free, like me. Shut up.
Shut up. I think the final song that Luann has released, or the most recent song that Luann has released, is a Christmas song called What Do I Want for Christmas? It featured the other cast members for that season of The Real Housewives of New York. All I'll say is that the album cover did some of them dirty. I'm not going to say who. You can guess for yourself who was made dirty on that album cover. The music video is also something else. Firstly, Luann needs to work on her lip syncing skills.
Red hot Ferrari.
Secondly, so does Sonia.
And clothes and cars and trips and shoes and bags and gas.
Furthermore, I have no idea what Sonia is saying in this part of the song. If anybody in the comments can translate that for me, that would be amazing. I've literally gone back and tried to listen to it 10 times. I'm filming this a week before Christmas, so when I listen to What Do I Want for Christmas, it makes me want milk and cookies. It makes me want to sit under the Christmas tree and be festive. She executed it. Yeah, I also want to give an honorable mention to Gia Giudice, Waking Up in the Morning.
Waking up in the morning, thinking about so many things.
It makes me really want to think about so many things. That is probably the most thought-provoking song that any person on Housewives has released. So that is a recap of every single housewife that has released music thus far. All I'll say to you is, you know what you need to do now. Go stream. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a like on this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Shut up.